Welcome back to Carnage Corner. Tonight I'm going to be sharing a story that was sent to me. It says, I work in the security field. One night, I was working an overnight at a office complex. The complex was large, very large. 4 floors, a lot of square footage. During the day, the place is actually quite nice, despite the fact that over half of the building hadn't been used in years. The fact that the majority of the building was not being used made it feel just a little creepy as the people who worked there began to file out and the place became more and more like a ghost town. The job required me to do tours through the building. And of course, the lights were automated and on a timer. So past a certain time, you were essentially walking around in the dark. This didn't bother me too much. Any good officer knows to bring a flashlight with him, which I did. I was making my way through the second floor when I stopped off to use the restroom. When I exited the restroom, I stood in the hallway, drying my hands. I happened to look out the window, up towards the 4th floor on the other side. I should mention that the building makes something of a horseshoe shape. So I could quite literally see across into the other side of the building, and as I looked up to the 4th floor, one of the office spaces that was in use, although no one would be there at this time. It was almost 4 in the morning, and no one was ever there that late. I saw a office cubicle area, which was illuminated by one of the night lights. Some lights in the ceiling are, in case of emergency, they are wired to always be on and not turn off with the switching. And this was one of those lights lighting up this cubicle. Nothing overly strange about that, and I could see the desk and the cabinets. I could see the artwork drawn, I would assume, by a small child on the cabinet. Again, nothing strange. And my eyes fell to the top of the cabinet. Sitting atop the top of the cabinet was something that it chilled my blood. It was a porcelain-style doll. And I say porcelain-style because it wasn't porcelain white. It was actually quite dark in tone, as if it was meant to resemble an African American, but it was a porcelain style doll. And as I looked at this doll, all the hairs on my body stood on end, and I had this overwhelming sense of unease, and the chills ran up and down my spine, and I could swear I just felt like it was looking back at me. And as I stood there drying my hands, I looked away from the doll. And I tried to look back up at it without moving my head, just my eyes, to see if it was still there. And it was. And I continued on my tour, chastising myself for being silly. I continued on my tour. Still had this creep factor, this sense of unease. An empty office space in the dark is a creepier place than you might think. Fan motors and computers kick on, make strange sounds. If you're already on edge, you might be a little jumpy. But I eventually managed to chill myself out. Before I knew it, I found myself on the 4th floor for the last leg of my tour. I was approaching an area that actually was lit up by an emergency light. I realized as my eyes fell into the cubicle there that this was the office cubicle I had looked up at from the 2nd floor. The chair was the same, the artwork on the cabinet was the same, everything was the same. And then my heart sprang into my throat and then sunk to my feet as I realized the doll was not on top of the cabinet. This building uses electronic locks. You have to have a key card to get in anywhere. If somebody was in the building besides me, my partner down at the operations center would know. So I casually put in a call to the radio, asking if anybody was still in the building. The response should have been comforting. Under normal circumstances, it would have been comforting, but not under these circumstances. Because the answer was no. No one was walking this building. Nobody but me. And I sure as shit didn't touch the doll. So where the hell did it go? I've never finished a tour so fast in my life. I wanted out of that building. I wanted to be back in the camera bay, sitting in my chair, staring at screens. I had to get out of there. I finished up as quickly as I could. I've had to go back to that place dozens of times. I have not seen this doll again. But as I wander those dark halls, I hear those fans kick on. I hear noises I just can't attribute to anything. Noises that will make my skin crawl. Because I don't know what's causing them. I don't know where it's coming from. I swear I age 10 years every time I have to go to this place, just from the stress and the fear that one day I'm going to round the corner and that fucking doll is going to be sitting there in the hallway looking at me. Thank you for joining us this evening.